Hello, it's Latasha McMiller here, and I am back today with the continuation of the 40-Day Love Dare Challenge. Today we are on day number 13, and day number 13 is this: Love Fights Fair. Love fights fair. Mark 3:25 says that if a house is divided against itself, that house will not be able to stand. Like it or not, conflict in marriage is simply unavoidable. I don't care how long you've been married, how good of a marriage you have, there is always going to be some form of a conflict somewhere. Okay? When you tie the knot as bride and groom, you join not only your hopes and dreams, but also your hurts, your fears, your imperfections, and emotional baggage. From the moment you unpacked from your honeymoon, you begin the real process of unpacking one another, unpleasantly discovering how sinful and selfish each of you can be. Pretty soon, your mate started to slip off your lofty pedestal and you off of theirs. The forced closeness of marriage began stripping away your public fakeades, exposing your private problems and secret habits. Welcome to a fallen humanity. Now, at the same time, the storms of life began testing and revealing what you are really made of. Work demands, health issues, in-law arguments, financial needs flared up, adding pressure and heat to the relationship from all aspects of life. Okay, so this sets the stage for disagreements to break out between the two of you. You argued and you fought, you hurt, you experienced conflict. Every couple goes through it. Every couple goes through it, but not every couple survives it. Okay? So don't think that living out of today's dare will drive out all conflicts from your marriage. Instead, this is about dealing with each other. This is about dealing with conflict in such a way that you come out healthier on the other side. Both of you together, not just one of you, but both of you together. The deepest, most heartbreaking damage you'll ever do or you have ever done to your marriage will most likely occur in the thick of conflict. That is so true. And that's because this is when your pride is strongest. Your anger is the hottest. You're the most selfish and judgmental. Your words contain the most venom. You make the worst decisions. A great marriage on Monday can start driving off the cliff on Tuesday if an unbridled tongue in conflict takes over and neither of you has your foot on the brakes. But love steps in and it changes things. Love reminds you that your marriage is too valuable to allow it to self-destruct, and that your love for your spouse is more important than whatever you're fighting about. Love helps you to install airbags and to set up guardrails in your relationship. It protects your oneness. It reminds you that conflict can actually be turned around for good and can result in even greater unity, not less. Married couples learn to work wisely through their conflicts. And those that learn to work wisely through their conflicts tend to be much closer, more trusting, more intimate, and enjoy a much deeper connection after the fact. But how? The wisest way is to learn to fight clean by establishing healthy rules of engagement. If you don't have guidelines for how you approach hot topics, you won't stay in bounds when the action heats up. That's good. Basically, there are two types of boundaries for dealing with conflict. We boundaries and me boundaries, okay? We boundaries and me boundaries. We boundaries are rules you both agree on beforehand that applies during any fight or altercations. Each of you has the right to gently but directly enforce them if these rules are violated. And these could include: 1, we will never mention divorce. 2, we will not bring up old, unrelated items from the past. 3, we will never fight in public or in front of our children. 4, we will call a timeout if the conflict escalates to a damaging level. 5, we will never touch one another in a harmful way. 6, we will never go to bed angry with one another. 7, failure is not an option. Whatever it takes, we will work this out together. Me boundaries are rules you personally practice on your own. And here are some of the most effective examples of me boundaries. 1, I will listen first before speaking. Everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. That's James 1:19. The one who listens first consistently has the advantage in the fight. You should always approach sensitive issues by respectfully asking questions rather than making assumptions or unleashing accusations. Okay? 2, I will deal with my own issues up front. Why do you look at the speck that is in your brother's eyes, but you do not notice the log that's in your own eye? That's Matthew 7:3. If you quickly admit where you were wrong and apologize, first, you're most likely to disarm your spouse and neutralize the ammo they were using against you while leading the way for them to deal with their mistakes as well. Okay? 3, I will speak gently and keep my voice down. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. That's Proverbs 15:1. People tend to mirror their enemy in a fight. The more intense you get, the more intense they get. And we know that's true. The more humble and tender you become, the more humble and tender they become. That will quickly de-escalate some things. But somebody gonna have to let go of that pride and do it. Let how you are speaking be laced with love, regardless of what you are saying. Fighting fair means changing your weapons, disagreeing with dignity, building a bridge instead of burning one down. Love is not a fight, but it's always worth fighting for. Love is not a fight, but it's always worth fighting for. Amen. Okay, so today's Love Dare Challenge is this. Talk with your spouse about establishing healthy rules of engagement. If your mate is not ready for this, then write out your own personal rules to fight by, okay? Resolve to abide by them when the next disagreement occurs. So this right here is a good challenge, okay? So this Love Dare Challenge may not, and it may be, it may not be for today, because some couples don't argue every day, and some couples do argue every day. So this is your next Love Dare Challenge. This is very important, guys. This probably could be one of the most important factors of a marriage, because when you are into it and y'all arguing or y'all got disagreements, hey, that thing can make or break you, and it can change so much of your insight and how you view your spouse. So let's make this a priority. So that's what it is for day 13. We're going to talk with our spouses about establishing healthy rules and boundaries as far as engagement when disagreements come about. Okay? So in your journals, of course, as I always say, your journals, notebook, or wherever you're keeping progress of this 40-day challenge, this is something that you can ask yourself. If your spouse participated with you, what was their response? And what rules did you write down for yourself? Okay? What rules did you write down for yourself? And you guys, y'all work on that, because if y'all could pinpoint this and resolve to execute it, it could probably change your marriage. And I'm definitely gonna try to work on this for myself, for sure. Amen. All right, guys, I'll see you guys back for day number 14 of the 40-day Love Dare Challenge. Again, if you guys got any comments or questions, or if you guys need prayer, you can reach me on my email at hopecenterministry@gmail.com. Or if you are connected with me on Facebook, you can reach me through the Hope Center Ministry or on my personal page. Amen. All right, guys, so you guys stay encouraged. Remember, yes, love is not a fight, but it is indeed worth fighting for. Amen. So talk to you guys later. Resolve your issues. Bye.